Thank you for listening to this Crew Network production. You can now listen to all the Crew Network podcasts on thecrewnetwork.net. Live from the Crew Studios in Highland, California.
Check 1, 2, testing.
It's time for the Bucks Effect with your host, Chuck Bucks.
Oh, another year older in life, and I'm still here, and you guys are still here.
We never moved.
I tried to sell you off a couple times.
No one's buying.
And nobody's biting.
The gas is so high, no one can afford us. And we're cheap.
That's true. So,
I found a 2-bedroom with them random 40-year-olds.
Well, fuck you.
well, guys, we've been doing this for over 4 years now, podcasting.
Not by choice.
A lot of people only do it maybe a couple months. Some did it through the pandemic. We did it, and we stuck to it.
Yeah, I actually was following this one podcast that didn't last more than like 3 or 4 months, called
Losers.
on the Grassy Knoll. It was about conspiracy theories.
And then someone killed them?
I guess.
They solved all of them.
Yeah, the babushka lady came for them.
Yeah. Sounds kind of lame. Some shit that you would listen to.
Yeah.
But
Grassy Knoll. I bet they spelled the knoll wrong.
Shit keeps going on.
So, guys, what's going on is this. I'm going to focus on strictly making the bizarre and unexplained. So I've kind of abandoned that project. And the first one, we'll go to DK's house. I guess it's pretty haunted.
Did we talk about what had happened?
Well, no, we have not. So go ahead and explain what's going on at your place.
So a week ago, I slept in late, and when I woke up, everybody was gone. All 3 of my roommates were gone.
That's not normal? Just like
Well, no, there was reasons. My friend Athena was in NorCal. She got a free truck, so she had to go get it, though.
Fuck yeah, I'll go up north for fucking a free truck, dude.
Yeah, and then her boys were at some demolition derby in
She has
Paris.
kids?
No, her husband and her boyfriend.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah.
Chip and Dale.
I'm sorry, bro. Destruction Derby's pretty fucking
Roscoe
awesome, man.
and Chicken.
Butch and Sundance, the early years.
Butch
But-
is
Or
Sundance.
as she likes to call them, start and finish.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Athena, get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
So I'm home alone.
Get him done.
And it starts off kind of small. I just start hearing what sounds like maybe something dropping in the patio area, which we have a lot of trash out there. Like, just
Like the first Home Alone movie, there's just knocking on the doors.
yeah, just like clank, clank, and I'm like, what the hell? Now, the biggest fear that her and her guys have is that her brother will try to break in because he's a fucking idiot. If you go to my house, there's all these holes in the walls when he had a temper tantrum and punched the walls.
Damn.
Yeah.
So he punched the walls and not them?
Yep.
Pretty good guy,
Have
actually.
you met this dude yet?
I
Yes,
did.
I have, yeah.
I did. I smoked with him. I thought he was pretty cool.
Huh?
Could you take him?
It's 50-50 because he has he's cut, but I also have skill, so it's 50-50.
Yeah, but it's goodness. Like, all I heard was that.
anyways,
I just heard, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to beat your ass.
He's going to beat your ass.
I
So
heard he wins in the end.
I watched the beginning of Street Fighter, the video game.
Movie, though.
He hits you in the face and you
He's going to
fall.
beat you up.
I go to the bathroom and I see a shadow walk across the blinds.
Were you shitting or pissing?
I was peeing.
Probably a black guy.
And exactly. I'm home alone. I'm a little paranoid. So I'm kind of like, what the hell's going on? I look around. I fucking push down the blinds. I don't see anything.
Still peeing.
Yes, my dick was out.
You should have just been like, oh.
Then I start hearing.
Malwina!
You should have did the, what movie is that? With Robert Downey Jr. He's like, I pissed on the body.
Kiss,
Kiss,
bang.
Dude,
keep talking to the beer.
One of the greatest fucking films ever.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You haven't seen it, watch it. before Iron
R.I.P.
Man.
Shane Black, even though he's not dead.
Dude, Shane Black's still awesome. I'm sorry, his writing's great.
He's kind of going downhill.
Not jealousy.
Anyways. Then I start hearing noises that kind of sound like they're coming from inside the house. I'm hearing something that sounds like it's coming from my room. I'm hearing something that sounds like it's coming from Athena's room.
You weren't drinking?
Huh?
You weren't drinking or on drugs.
No,
Not yet.
All right.
I was
What's it sound
playing.
like?
I was playing Battlefront.
I'm just for anybody in the YouTube comment section.
Because
Yeah.
they know you as an alcoholic.
So I know, right?
Well, I mean, was this like continual or like screaming or what was the noise?
It was a thud. So
So like running or like somebody hitting a wall or something?
like this, like,
Oh shit!
Nice.
and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And I go to her room, and there's nothing there. And she, by the way, she doesn't have a door on her bedroom. It's just a cloth.
Kinky.
Yeah, I know.
Like beads and shit.
No, like a blanket.
No privacy.
And I'm just like, what the fuck is that? And it's continuing. And
While
then
you're in
it's-
the room, it's still going?
No, because I would just go back to the living room to like watch a movie on Netflix or play some video games. But every once in a while, I would still hear the thud.
Yeah.
And then I heard what sounded like something moving around in the kitchen. Meanwhile, the kitchen is a good only 15 feet away.
Yeah, next room over or something.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the fuck is that? So then I call Athena and I say, hey, they say we have a ghost in the house,
Start
and
over again.
they call the ghost Charlie.
Oh.
Which I was talking with Sassy over here.
Chinese.
You should not give Vietnamese.
Viet Cong.
Yeah, that's Charlie.
You kill me? I come to your country, I kill you.
Go to fish.
But so
we love Asian people though.
Yeah, the reputation with Charlie is that he is like a mischief maker. He likes to take stuff, and kind of hide it, and then you'll find it like 3 days later in a place that
That's
could
funny.
not have been there. Yeah.
That's my ghost.
But Charlie, as cute and mischievous as he is also a Nazi.
I think that's more of a kid thing. Like my ghost,
It's
I always
possible.
thought was a kid. Like
No.
Powers knows about my ghost. Like it's more kiddish.
Now
for sure.
This is where shit gets real.
Yeah.
So I call Athena and I'm telling her that I'm hearing sounds everywhere, and I think it's Charlie. And even and I do this outside, I still hear thuds. This
Oh,
time
so you're scared then?
I'm nervous.
Yeah, you're outside.
Yeah, I'm outside. I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
Fuck.
So you're outside to try and calm your nerves.
Yes, exactly. And I'm calling Athena.
Okay.
But I'm like, you can still hear the fucking thud
From outside.
From
So this thing is feeding on
it's
your.
fucking with you, dude.
This
Yeah,
thing is
it's
fucking with you.
fucking
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Now,
Just
here-
like how
It
when
knows
me and
he's nervous, bro.
Yeah.
Me and Powers used to fuck with it, and my ghost would get more aggravated.
Yeah, I did get
Like I said,
aggravated. Yeah, for
was
sure
a
it did.
kid, in my sense. Yeah.
All right, so now here was the big one where I said, fuck this, I have to leave. So we have this spare bedroom, and inside the spare bedroom is a bunch of stray kittens that we're trying to find homes for. So,
What is wrong with you people?
because she
How do you
has
guys not think
They've already
cats
let
are
in a
making
big
noise?
fucking stray.
Well, yeah,
What's
obvious.
less? Bringing in kittens.
exactly.
But like, wouldn't you think if you had a fucking room full of stray cats that the cats would be making that fucking noise?
Yes, can I finish?
That's a
Can
good
I
name for a band,
Yeah,
the
but you
Stray
just gave-
Cats.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
I'm gonna
that.
do
Band called the
Badass
Stray
fucking
Cats.
band, bro. Come
Yeah,
on,
what?
dude.
Now here, yes,
Ryan
there's a band called the
Schlesser,
Stray
dude.
Cats.
Just kidding, guys. I know. Fuck.
All
God
right,
damn
listen,
it.
motherfucker. Here,
All right, shut up.
These kittens weigh
what it sound like,
maybe 3 pounds, maybe 5 at most.
They still make thuds.
We do not have. We have concrete floor.
Okay.
So how in the hell would you say that? Like, there's
Because
no
the
bed in
walls?
there. There's no bed in there.
If they hit the wall, a cat that is tired of being in one room. would
Athena,
make noise.
Athena goes to me and says it's probably just the cats.
Yeah. See. She
So
knows
I'm like,
But
okay, maybe.
the thuds you
Yeah, I mean,
heard,
she is smarter than you.
the sounds you heard, were they coming from a floor or a wall or a ceiling? What was the
They
sound?
sounded
coming from?
like the floor.
Okay, cats can't make that sound. Yeah.
Yes.
You can't make a fucking noise like that on the floor.
Yeah.
Of concrete.
Especially when you have a concrete floor. Now here's where
And
it
there's not a
gets
second floor, right?
no. Here's where it gets freaky. So I think maybe it probably is just the kittens. I mean, the likeliness of a 3 to 5 pound kitten, running or jumping and making a thud that loud.
It's a bunch of pussies.
No, you gotta figure like I would figuring the cats fighting each other.
Yeah.
And when they fight, they
So,
slam against the wall, and that's what
I go to the door, and the door is a very it's like that door. Like you could punch a hole through the wall.
not a carpet.
Yeah, you could
it's
punch.
an apartment door.
Yeah, you could punch a hole through the door.
Oh yeah, easily.
Easily, yes. So I put my ear up to the door to think maybe I'll hear, the kittens thudding. You know what I heard?
Get a fucking way, Joe.
I heard laughter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was taunting you.
Hell yeah, dude! You should open the door like a fucking man.
I didn't want to only because the cats are feral, so they would just run away and I'd have to go chase after them. But
Could have blamed it on the fucking ghost, bro.
It
Like,
was-
Charlie the cat's out.
It wasn't like
Fucking Charlie.
It was a freaking venomous laugh too. By the way, it was like.
I'm
your
gonna
type of laugh.
take whatever word you said and mean that was evil.
I don't know. I just realized, you know what? I think I got to get out of here. I've been in this house by
But
myself.
yeah, remember, you're known to be perceptive about that shit.
Yeah, and I think, and we also think that that's why I've been, I guess, in a certain way, targeted. Because also, since I've moved there, I've been getting sick for no reason every once a week.
Nah, draining your energy, bro.
Yeah, draining my energy. Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
Like I'll just wake up and maybe play a video game. And suddenly I get nauseous, and I'm like, okay. I have no alcohol in my system. I have no drugs in my system. Why am I nauseous?
I thought you were going to say
DK, you can assure that we will go over there and piss that ghost off so much that he fucks with you so bad you'll levitate your body right out of a fucking window.
I did talk to the witches.
Real quick, when does your buddy come back? Because ideally, I know Powers isn't like this, but I mean, I don't think Bucks really cares. But I mean, me and Bucks, I'm willing to. I
What
don't
buddy
give a fuck.
are you talking about?
I said Powers doesn't care. Your buddy, what the fuck?
Athena?
Yeah, like before they get back, we can fuck with that Ouija board. I
No,
know Powers doesn't want to.
we're not going to do that in that
That's what
house.
I'm saying.
No, not in
never
that
mind.
house.
I thought
The
Bucks
thing
was
is, they've
different.
already
Never
admitted
mind.
to me that they have done
Yeah,
it
I'll
in
fuck
that
with it. I don't
house.
give a fuck.
And I asked them if they close a circle, and
That's what I mean. I know to open and close it. I'm not going to be
didn't.
irresponsible about it.
They never did.
And that's why they know its name's Charlie.
Yes, and here's the thing. Also, they left the open Ouija board hanging
Well,
on
no,
the
they said they
wall.
closed it.
No, there's no way they did. Oh yeah, and still fucking with them. No.
Yeah, dude.
I
Dude,
can't guarantee whether the circle was closed or not. But yeah, they leave the Ouija board up
Yeah,
as
because
decoration.
when you open it, a ghost isn't like that. That like
But yeah,
what he's
you-
talking about, like a ghost becomes a poltergeist at a point once you open
So
it.
do you
That's the way it
believe
works.
the Ouija board has any power over
Oh,
what's
yeah,
going on
big
in there?
time. Yeah, it's an opener. It's
So
a
do
key.
I.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I said, I'm not scared of it because I know how to use it.
But they also have a lot of pro Satan shit, like and art all around
but
the
I'm not a
walls.
Satanist.
You don't have to be. As long, we don't have to believe in it. They do.
will
And
do
if
it.
they open the portal,
Yeah. Oh, I understand that when you open a portal.
SG will do the Ouija board with Mama Bucks.
oh,
do that.
Just not in my house.
they
Yes.
have to
do it there. We
No,
can't do it
They have to
anywhere
close
else.
the circle. Someone has to close the
No.
circle,
For all I know, the circle was closed.
and they're gonna open it.
No, they haven't touched it. It's decorative.
So what if they just
We
We
close it
have
for you?
to. We have to
I've
at
even
this
said
point.
you're not
Will you
going
let
to
us
be
do it in the
using that,
backyard?
right? And all four of us
Will you
said
let
no.
You want this to be a good episode or
Just
not?
do it in the backyard.
You want a good episode? No.
No.
I know it's
Cuttlefish.
Its range is pretty big. You can go in the middle of the street and still get the block. Like
Yeah, it's true.
that's what I'm saying. Like if you're, I'm not gonna fucking force you to do anything that you don't want
Bucks,
to do.
would
but
you
I'm
let
saying
us
I'll
do the
totally
Ouija board here?
It won't do anything there.
No.
We can
This
open it.
is-
Only at
didn't
your
know.
house.
I thought Bucks was different.
I say we do it in your car.
We'll do it in your backyard.
No.
He just said no already. I said if we could do it in the middle.
Listen.
But it's not your house. We'll ask Athena.
Sure, go ahead.
And it's
Oh, then there we
hers.
go.
So she'll
Okay.
say
If
yes.
she
she'll
says
say
yes,
yeah.
but I don't think
She'll
she
say
will.
yeah.
I didn't know Bucks
You
was
gotta
scared.
understand
She'll say yeah.
There is,
I didn't
there
know
is-
Bucks
Dick
was
Sassy said
I
yeah.
thought Bucks was up about it. I know.
There is a
I know.
good- there is
I know
a
Powers
right-
doesn't like it because like he's been looking more into it and shit. But I thought Bucks was cool with
It's
it.
just because
I
we
know
don't know what's gonna come in
No.
or out of there.
Yeah,
Oh, I
exactly.
understand
True.
that, but I thought he was
No way,
because
dog. I ain't
how
doing
his
it.
mom fucked with it earlier and shit. Like,
I ain't
There's-
doing
okay,
it, dog. My
His
mama
mom,
wants to.
his mom
Okay,
had like
dude,
secret
no worries.
seances, and then like no wonder that fucking place
well,
is
yeah.
crawling with shit.
No, when you open things up, things happen. Like that's
Yes,
given.
there is a right and a wrong way to do a Ouija board. However, better safe than sorry. Just leave it alone.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be safe.
So here's what I'm saying: if they're not
Unlike
opening,
you, I wear condoms.
if they're not opening shit and they're only working to close it, isn't that safe? It's not like they're trying to bring shit in, just in case they didn't close anything.
That ghost
Yeah,
apparently
but
has
here's the
been
weird
there
thing though.
for
Say
like
I did
3
open
decades.
it. No, but say I did open it.
Okay, so that's older than their Ouija board. For
Okay,
sure.
well, here's the
All
weird
right.
thing, though. Say I did open it and I did close it. If DK at the same time is there and witnesses that or knows that I'm doing that and he's scared of it, that still leaves an opening to him.
That's true. You got to think.
So it has nothing to do,
You're
like, I'll be
immortal.
safe and
Your
everybody
power
else
is
around
more.
me.
Your power is definitely more than that thing's power.
Yeah, but if he, like I said,
Show him
if
your
he
toe.
accepts it,
I'll be
it'll
scared.
fuck with him. Don't fuck with him, dude. You're scared too.
So I talked to the witches
No, I'm
about
not
it.
scared,
You
dog.
just said you won't do it. So
I said I won't do it.
that's being scared.
It's not being scared.
I talked to the witches about this,
Yeah.
and they said that I should sage the house, and because they
There's already a sage there.
Yeah, I know. Right? See how the burn
Oh
line?
yeah, I see naked sage
But
with
only
like
told
me to
goat.
burn
He's gonna
sage.
come out with like a circle with a star and some fucking goat horns, completely naked.
But also,
Disgusting.
He looks like the January 6th guy.
Yeah.
We say we should burn him because it's burning sage.
we think that the
disgusting.
ghost is kind of tethered to my room. So
Yeah,
what
great.
what they've suggested
You
is
looked up the history of the house?
no, not.
It's
I've only
free
been
online.
there
It
like
is
a
free,
month.
Okay.
But,
You're online all the time.
Go to
I'd like to finish
diedinhouse.com.
my thought.
I know, but instead of looking up porn, look up
Diedinhouse.com.
Great.
Diedinhouse.com.
Diedinhouse.com.
That's
free,
it.
bro.
Log on.
No, it's like $2, $5.
You can find a gateway.
Log on. It's not free.
I'll give you $3.
Yeah.
What the witches recommended was that I leave my bedroom door open as much as I can, and to light a candle every so often.
So you
And bring
keep
girls
everybody
over so
up
you can
with the
have sex with them.
television.
That way the ghost gets scared and
Because
just leaves.
DK is scared of the dark, guys. He keeps the TV on so he can go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Every night.
scared of the dark. Fucking puss.
I wouldn't say I'm scared of the
just
dark.
come
I
out.
Well, then leave it dark.
You're scared of the dark.
dude,
No.
let's do that thing they used to do. Remember Fear on MTV?
Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
I'll go to a freaking morgue drawer. I'll chill in a morgue drawer for like a good hour.
I used to sneak into
Oh, so
them.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're
But
awesome, dude.
the thing is, you got to think of how disgusting it is because there's a lot of their bodily juices that
Alright.
run off onto those tracks.
And it's
You
not,
really
it's
want to
not
be
that
in
I'm
there and smell that, and it's gonna. Nah, dude.
It's not that I'm
Yeah, but
afraid of the
that's a little
dark. I
bit.
just don't
It
like
does
the
add to
quiet. I don't enjoy the silence.
Then put your cell phone. Maybe
Because
put
it
some
leaves
music.
you alone with all your thoughts, and those thoughts are
Yeah.
fucked up.
Exactly.
But you need the light.
Probably the same reason why you
You're
like
scared
movies.
of
I
the
like putting a movie
dark.
on. Huh?
You like
Because
being alone.
Joe,
anymore.
Exactly.
is,
You
hey,
like
listen,
being alone in your own
shh,
fucking thoughts. You're all fucked
Joe is afraid of the dark.
up. DK.
Joe's a DK.
Fuck
I don't
you
even know
all.
who Joe is, but you're right.
Yeah,
DK
I
is
do.
a bird.
Joe Blow.
Now,
Okay, listen, this you're afraid
do
of
we
the
want
dark.
to talk about? Do we want to talk about that Benoit stuff I was telling you about?
So we will.
Okay.
So what happened was, guys, years ago, basically when we did start everything, we put a podcast out that we really didn't take too seriously. We did this at Dick Sassy's house, and it was about Chris Benoit. And the reason we did it is because we got this evidence that DK did years ago. Actually wrote the police,
Fayette County.
the county, and wrote them a letter saying he was doing a documentary about the Chris Benoit case. And they sent him, a long story short, after a little bit of money and bribing, sent him a disc with evidence and voice
before
and
seen or heard
everything.
evidence.
And never before seen. So if you guys look at it, and I know a lot of you have, we have a good percentage, thousands of people have listened to it. But realistically, this is never before played. There's luchador.com and a couple other people referenced us as the only people that have this recording. And one of them was Eddie Guerrero. Yeah. It was the last recording that Eddie Guerrero did. Absolutely. That was basically his voice calling Chris Benoit on his voicemail. And Chris knew that at the time, so he saved this voicemail for years. He never deleted it. And this, he was super close to Eddie. But anyways, that's how we obtained it, and nobody else has it. No, absolutely nobody else has it. Anybody that has it references us because we're the ones the only people that actually have that voicemail. So, with that being said, we did do a podcast about his death and what happened, but DK says that there is new evidence that did surface and about the case, and I'll let you take it from there, DK.
All right. I don't consider myself to be an expert on Chris Benoit's murder, double murder suicide, but I do know more than your average monkey. Now, I'm going to start small with the smallest part of evidence, and then I'm going to lead to what basically it kind of sounds like that there might possibly have been a conspiracy to frame Chris Benoit for the murder of his wife and child Daniel. Okay, here's how it starts. Chavo Guerrero has changed his story from I was talking to Eddie Guerrero to I was talking to Eddie Guerrero, and then he could hear somebody knocking at his door.
His uncle, right?
Huh?
His uncle, right?
No.
Chavo and Eddie?
Or I'm sorry, Chris Benoit. He was talking to Chris Benoit, and he said that he heard somebody knocking. He heard somebody knocking on the door, and then he heard Benoit answer the door in a scuffle. Now those are his exact words, a scuffle.
Right.
So that means there was somebody there that he was not happy with. Now, of course, we all know that he and his wife Nancy had been having issues, but why would Nancy need to knock on the door if she lives there? Wouldn't she?
It was a roided out Vince. Yeah, that's my theory.
Chavo then said that the phone went dead. He tried calling Chris back. He didn't answer at first. After a few minutes, he called Chris again, and Chris answered.
That was what day?
This is Friday.
And we know of the murders to
Friday,
happen.
Saturday, Sunday.
Right? Yeah, so they're following.
He says that when he talked to Chris the second time, that he sounded real groggy, as if he'd been drugged. Yeah. Now, that happens Friday night. Now, here's the other thing, is that there may have been a lot of negligence with the Fayette County Police because it turns out they changed the location of the bodies 3 different times. 3 different times, yes.
So is there proof of that?
Yes.
Well, okay. That's
Yes.
creepy.
And then on top of that, so there's the coroner's report.
From what I remember, it was like the initial officer, his story was one thing, and then it got superseded by like his supervisor, and then like a captain, which is 3 levels above a supervisor. Like their story kept changing, like everyone.
Yeah.
So like it always moved up, it never moved down or like somebody else.
Now the second thing that's weird is so we have the coroner's report. The coroner was actually never questioned. So when he saw the report that came out, nobody questioned him about the report. And then he went on he did an interview for a dirt sheet about a month ago where he said, I never signed off on that report. They told everybody that he died Sunday morning. Oh, but yeah, about 12. They said that he, died Sunday morning. Coroner was quoted to say, no, he died Saturday evening.
So one could argue that the bodies were set up to look a certain way.
Yeah.
Like theater.
Yeah. Now you could say that, like, well,
Or move. That's what I mean. Yeah, or moved.
now you could say like, well, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and that's not really much of a difference. It's enough difference when you can see rigor mortis and blood coagulating in the system.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is.
So
It's exactly because those hours matter.
So the new theory is somebody broke in.
No,
I don't
Basically,
think they broke in.
No,
I think somebody was
Like I
let
said,
in.
somebody was let in while he was on the phone.
Yeah.
So someone
probably
who,
held at gunpoint.
So someone who knew Eddie.
Nah, it was
I mean, not
Chris.
Eddie,
It was
someone who knew
He
Chris.
basically like was arguing with this person. So somebody that he didn't want there, but he let in. They got into an argument, and then shit happened.
Yeah.
Not like
Now-
gun. That changes everything because at a gun, it would have realistic.
But here's
if I'm
where-
gonna break into your house and I'm gonna have a gun, I'm gonna either like get you to fucking do all kind of horrible. I'm not gonna set it up.
So
that way.
all
That's
of them
more-
were killed
like
by
I said,
strangulation.
Well,
it's
I'm going to
asphyxiation.
say that doesn't make any sense because here's the deal. Don't interrupt me. Take this ride with me. What happened was basically what you're saying is that somehow, some way, he let somebody in. All right, okay. Give or take, the order of the killings was still Nancy, the kid, and then Chris Benoit
makes
himself.
sense, too, if I was
So
gonna kill somebody.
you're telling me that basically that guy made Chris Benoit kill his son, or seen his son get killed in front of him, or his
wife first.
his wife first,
Then his son. Slowly.
and then killed himself. So you don't think Chris at any point was
up a
gonna
fight.
fucking
Okay, you
fight
didn't
that?
hear what he said then. Because
See how big
what
he
said
was?
was literally a few hours later he sounded drugged. So if he's drugged and they still didn't kill his wife until later on that day,
So
that would still
sedated?
make sense.
He had
I
no
would say
drugs in
sedated.
his system.
He's
He-
yeah,
well, no,
if
he-
you
he-
can get sedated, you
No,
can get
he's
drugs
right.
in and out.
He had no drugs in his
I'm going
system.
to give him. There was no drugs in his system. There was no steroids.
Nothing.
But here's
I can give you laughing gas and it'll be out of your system in
Right
6
there
hours.
is bullshit, though. That's kind of hard
I
to
can
swallow.
give you bunch
no.
of sedatives.
No,
you'll
that's
be
a
out
hard
your
pill to
system.
swallow.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
It's a hard pill to swallow
yes.
that Benoit had no steroids in his system because everyone who knew
That's
him
different.
knew he took
Yeah, but
performance
steroids
enhancing,
don't
whatever you
make
want to call them.
Sedative. We're talking about sedative. Sedation drugs
I'm
normally are out
not-
of your system within.
But
8 to 10
isn't it
hours.
weird that they ruled out sedation and they also ruled
Yeah, of
out
course they would rule it out.
steroids?
They would rule that out if it's not in your system.
Now listen,
You
I'm
could be
not
on
going
a-
to say
on a
that
sedative right now, and it'll go out of your system in 6 to 8 hours.
All right.
Especially a wrestler, somebody like that.
Benoit's a
it's gonna
big
be out
guy.
of
All
your
right,
system
all right. Why
way
can't we all be talking?
I'm
to
not
each
going to say that Benoit is innocent. I'm saying that there's new evidence. So of course I will give it to Bucks that yeah, there was no drugs found in his system.
Yeah.
Now here's the next bit of evidence that nobody knew about. So if he died on Saturday, who was sending the text messages from his phone on Sunday?
But back then, that was unlocked phones.
Okay,
You gotta
okay.
Remember, this is back in the day of like you just grab.
There's
a phone
more,
and text
there's
all day.
more.
But
No, I'm saying.
I need to ask something because this will clarify a lot of things for us. Who wrote the report that said that he had no drugs in his system? Because if the coroner didn't sign off
Exactly.
on the first piece of paperwork, who signed off? It's my question. Just a
There's-
simple question.
there's possible
Who wrote that?
negligence.
Exactly.
Possible
Possible negligence.
Well, the
It's hard to
toxicologist
believe
is the
that.
one that does
Okay.
that has nothing to do with
Because,
the-
well,
with the
SG
coroner.
just brought up that there was no sedations found in his system. Okay, fine. Maybe. But to find no steroids in his system makes it very suspicious to me that you also found no sedatives because we all
That'd
know
be a
he was roiding.
Toxicologist?
Toxicologist. So if the toxicologist can't find roids, I definitely
They
don't.
weren't
And he was
looking.
roiding.
They weren't looking.
Yeah, they weren't looking. So then you tell me they found no sedatives, no sedatives. Okay.
But at the same
All
time,
right.
like I said, sedatives like that's easy.
Here's here's where it gets even more
Yeah.
interesting with
that's
the
out of
phone.
your system, dude.
Yeah,
Here's where it gets
but
more-
it's
Like me and
suspicious
you
though.
can do shrooms and 5 hours later they're out.
That's
and
true.
We're still fucked up.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Out of
right
your
about
system.
that.
You can piss all day.
Here's where it gets more interesting with the phone. So, like I was saying that, okay.
The text messages.
So the text messages came on Sunday when allegedly by the coroner's actual notice that he was dead by then. So somebody else was sending the text messages. But here's two things you got to wonder about. One, his phone was never found.
Benoit's phone was never found.
Never
and
found.
His body was found. but his phone's nowhere near him.
Wow.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's very
Yeah.
suspicious.
And this is, like I said, back in the day, this is the days of like to unlock a phone, you just had to push 2 numbers at once. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't a fucking.
Which is kind of crazy because they can ping it.
Yes, they can ping
Yeah.
it exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if
So-
they could back then.
Oh yeah, they
Well,
could. It was in movies.
'cause it
Yeah, it was.
wasn't-
It was in the Jurassic Park movie.
The first one.
No, the third one that Joe loves so much.
Third one. This is way later.
No, this is way earlier. Jurassic Park 3 came out
This
way
is
before the Benoit murders.
2001 too,
Nope.
right?
Anyways.
When did he die?
He died in 2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jurassic Park 3 came out like 2004.
But pinging
3.
wasn't until 3G, and we didn't have Gs until 9 or 10.
All I'm saying is that
Or
they
later.
used it in Jurassic Park, guys.
Now, do you remember? Okay, do you remember?
Because it was GPS. Because GPS didn't come out on phones until after the 3G was the standard on.
But
most
it's still
phones.
pretty suspicious how they
then,
can't find
it was a
Benoit's
3G.
phone,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You can find all these murder, but Benoit before he
But they found the
killed,
ping?
but before he killed himself, he hid his
Yeah,
phone.
but they're saying they found a ping, and the ping was from his house. Okay, if I killed you and I'm using your phone, of course the ping's gonna be from your house.
No, I
It
mean
has nothing to do whether or
that's
not
a given.
used
But
it.
if you
Yeah.
found, but let's say they did ping it. What if they did ping the phone and it came from that house and the call did? Where is the phone? They can't find it.
Yeah, he left with
All
it.
right, sassy.
Why would I not? If I'm using your phone, to
Oh,
pretend
you're
to be
saying
you
if
after I died, I
okay,
would
so you're
take it away.
so you're saying the would-be murderer who did
Yeah.
kill him took the phone.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense because all the actual text and who he was talking to before would be in the phone.
Now, there's
Yeah,
that
it would be
famous-
encrypted. Yeah.
There's that famous text message. What's the famous
Think about it this
Benoit
way.
text
If
message?
I killed you,
The dogs are in the backyard.
My physical address.
My physical address is whatever. I
he's-
love you guys.
He sent that to Chavo Guerrero and Brad Armstrong,
Yeah.
who both already knew where he lived. Why would he give out his address to people that already knew where he lived?
if he was probably fucked up.
Hmm.
That's one given. Like when you're fucked up, you text the weirdest shit to all kind of people. Like,
But that begs too many questions.
shit.
It's such a weird thing to happen that I don't even know where to draw a line right there. That's so weird.
And one more. There's one more, and then we can kind of really digest this. All right, they didn't put this in the police report, but when they when they found Benoit's body in the gym, there were several cans of empty beer cans,
And he
and an
was
empty bottle of wine.
That would not have
But-
been Benoit. He was a health freak.
But there was no
beyond that,
alcohol. No, there was no alcohol in his
And
system.
when you die, alcohol stays in your system for up to like 2 days.
Yeah.
So what
When you
alcohol was
die, it
missing the
doesn't go.
most?
Huh?
I would ask the question of any wrestlers out there who know other wrestlers, what alcohol and what was drank at the scene, and then peg that, or if you can, match that to another wrestler out there who would have known Benoit at the time, who had a favorite alcohol, because it's pretty odd.
I don't think this has
that thought. No, what he's saying is like, okay, we all say Vince McMahon did it. Okay, but Vince McMahon probably wasn't the one that was physically there because he has enough money.
And Benoit would have murdered that motherfucker.
What Powers is saying right now is like a shitty wrestler, somebody that's
Shitty wrestler,
big or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or a group of wrestlers.
Well, this
like,
this is
and
coincidental.
like we said, wrestlers are alcoholics. We know that.
Yep,
Yeah.
a lot
So
of them are
they probably
users.
were just
Exactly.
downing all that. Like, okay, let's imagine we're killing Bucks here. He's gonna be all three of us. People keep thinking it's just one of us, but it could be three of us. We're gonna fucking drink all his alcohol. We're gonna drink all this shit. Why not?
Not me. I'm not touching his fireball.
Just
kidding.
Oh yeah,
This little tidbit is coincidental, but the month,
pretty trashy.
Yeah, pretty trashy, bro.
the month that the murders happened, that month was the 10-year anniversary of the divorce between Nancy and Sullivan.
So you think Sullivan did it?
No, but that's very coincidental, is what I'm saying.
That is very coincidental, but it also could just be another thing to throw, to throw people off.
Yeah.
It could be. You know what I think? Also, Chavo had also mentioned that he'd noticed that whenever they were going back to his place, whenever he would visit with them, lately, within the coming months before the murders, he would take awkward ways home. He wouldn't just go straight home.
Who, Chavo or Benoit?
No, Benoit.
Oh shit.
As if somebody was following him.
Well, what was going on with Benoit in WWF at the time?
He was about to become
He got burned by being the champion, right? Remember, he became champion for 10 minutes, and they said they were going to redo this match.
No. He became the champion.
Well,
At the time,
he felt like it was a demotion. Long story short was they were going to make him the champ, the ECW champ, when he just went from the WWE champion. Now he's going to go and be the leader of ECW. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, we used to talk shit about these guys all the time.
Yeah, they kind
now-
of pitched it as he's going to be
Hey,
the
people didn't
face
like
of
you
the
as
company.
champion, so we're going to give you this other title.
Well,
I
then
remember that,
he,
'cause that was a whole test, right? Why they gave him that fake title for like 10 minutes where he walked away, and then they were like, oh, never mind, we need to restart this match or whatever. The match where he first initially won the heavyweight title. Didn't he like walk down?
No, the
crowd?
first time he won it, I think it was a
and
triple
they
threat.
stopped it and said, no, never mind, the match needs to start.
I think I know what he's talking about. Yeah, that was the one where he was a heel, and Mick Foley was the commissioner.
Yeah, and they said they need to restart the match or some shit.
Yeah, but then
That was supposed to be for just a crowd reaction. They wanted to see the crowd reaction of his whether or not they accepted him as champion.
I see what
But
you're saying. Yeah.
Supposedly they blamed that.
That's
like,
smart.
Yeah, we didn't. The crowd wasn't receptive enough for you being champion, so we're going to give you this instead.
Yeah,
like,
basically. That is what that is, because
So-
they didn't pop enough for him.
According to this, they did
this?
find both cell phones.
What are we talking about?
about Chris Benoit case, because
I know, but where we
DK
at?
said that there was Chris Benoit's cell phone was never found. Yeah, it was found.
where was it found?
According to this, the only I think what you were confused about is that there was missing voicemails. Basically, they couldn't retrieve
Where was
certain
it found?
voicemails. What's that?
He said, "Where was it found?"
It doesn't say where it was found.
That's what we're saying.
Okay,
He
so-
said this thing just came out this week.
Okay, in the living room. It's found in the fucking living room. They found the fucking cell
Wait a
phone.
minute, Bucks made that up. He's probably in on it.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
I feel sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the article you're looking at is what date? Is what we're saying.
May 20th, 2008.
Yeah, that's
That's-
what I mean.
that's a long
He's
time
talking about
ago.
Something that just happened last week.
So they're saying that there was no cell phones found, so they found all this
No,
evidence is bullshit.
No,
back in
that's
2008.
It's a fucking old story.
I see.
And this is a
I
new
call
one.
I call
Yeah, that's not true.
the beer cans and the wine bottle the Kurt Cobain thing. Because
Yeah.
remember when
Like
Kurt
how he
Co-
did so much heroin that he shouldn't be able to grab his gun in the first place.
Well, no. Also, that Kurt Cobain did so much heroin and is about to kill himself, but he then first puts his whole heroin kit away.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
and then on top of that, he rewrote on top of his suicide note at the very end. He added more, and that handwriting didn't match.
You know, when I was like 12 years old, we had a plumber come over to my grandma's. Could be complete bullshit, but I like telling people the story. This guy claims that he was also the plumber to do with. He was Kurt Cobain's plumber that day.
Yeah.
He says that when he came in, the shotgun was like 12 feet away from his body.
Well, yeah, we know now that he did.
He goes. If you
ask,
ask, he goes, and I've. But I mean, it has nothing to do with really. I mean, just
Remember,
whatever.
he was paranoid, thinking that people were coming after him. So like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for him buying that gun.
But the crazy thing is, like anybody who knows about
people
like
forget that
people blowing
Courtney
themselves away,
Took all his.
you're not
old
going to
guns
blow
away.
yourself away and then chuck the shotgun
Yeah,
12 feet away.
there's no
you
fucking
blow
way you
you
can
blow
throw
your
it.
head off. There's nothing left.
So-
the gun's probably going to fall next to you.
So here's in detail. This came out 6 years ago on Reddit. So this is just exactly what
Reddit's
DK
awesome.
was saying. It wasn't a couple months ago. Some of this shit came out like years ago. It was just 6 years ago. It says Chavo Guerrero, a close friend of Benoit, told WWE Magazine that he talked to Chris for a while on Friday night on his house phone. About 45 minutes into the conversation, Chris told him that he was going to see who it was. Shortly after that, Chris answered the door. There was a scuffle, and then his house phone line went dead. Chris could only be reached on his cell phone about 3 hours later. This is very significant. This explains why there was no forced entry. Chris let the killer or killers in. That is the one theory. So the second thing is after Chavo reached Chris on his cell phone, he said that Chris sounded very odd, groggy, and very tired. Mm-hmm. He also said that Chris told him, "I love you, Chavo," which sounded forced.
So maybe it wasn't him.
The WWE also
So far
said
what
that
Joe's
when
been
Chris
saying,
called in to tell them that Nancy and Daniel were sick,
Yeah.
he did not sound like himself. He sounded groggy. Chris said, "I love you," which they say out of context because he usually didn't say this.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't him.
They're
It just wasn't
saying,
him.
well, this is, like I said, this is all from Reddit. I don't know where they get their information. They're not referencing it.
No, it's
Reddit's
Reddit.
kind
Chris
of,
Benoit's
Reddit's
cell
a
phone is
forum,
missing.
dude.
The police cannot find his cell phone or needles they say Chris used to inject himself with steroids shortly before he died. The police have turned his cell phone off. See, like I said, I have trouble finding any of this hard
Why,
to
why,
believe
would you
because
why would you inject
Yeah.
yourself with steroids?
exactly. So they're saying that they're not referencing anything. This is just could be made
You gotta
up.
remember, dude, steroids stays in the system for like 3 weeks. So like, they
No,
can
no,
say
no,
they can
no.
say that there's
Like,
steroids found in them.
You kill your wife, you kill your son. Let me do steroids.
Yeah, and then shoot yourself.
So
more.
here's another
We
thing.
gotta figure
Maybe
it.
he wanted to get one last
No.
workout in,
Let's
and we all know
go.
his workout regimen
Let's
included
go with what you guys are
steroids.
saying, like, if it was a wrestler in this case, like, this is just fucking our theory. If it was a wrestler or a group of wrestlers or whatever, why not fucking throw out a bunch of steroids, especially if it's already in the house and you know where it is? Or you
Maybe
have
they
access-
wanted to keep them.
Yeah, that way, no, but on top of it, yeah, of course, they took some, but then they used enough to make it look like, hey, this is the thing that he did. He got roid rage. 'Cause that-
Well,
back
honestly,
back
He had
roid
no
rage was
drugs
a
in his
thing.
system.
Any professional
it is.
hit is
Oh,
gonna
dude,
make
roids
you.
will stay in your system for like a month.
Right. Well, he had no drugs in his system.
Yeah.
That's
He
already
didn't have a
suspicious.
But roids isn't considered
That's
a
very
drug in that.
suspicious.
No,
He
you
was
could-
known
you
for
could
that shit.
find,
Yeah, but they're not gonna look for that in a drug. During a drug test, they're not looking for steroids.
They'll find it though. All you gotta
True,
do.
but they're not gonna look for that. That's not what's
Yes,
gonna
they
pop up.
would.
Yeah,
That's not what's gonna pop
they
up on a
specifically
fucking-
tested for
On a
for
toxicity
droids or
report,
for
they're not gonna look for steroids.
roids.
They're gonna look for heroin.
No, but when it comes to
Like-
when it comes to professional wrestlers, they do look for steroids to
Yeah,
see
you
if
would
that
look
was
for that. Yeah,
because
But
it's
at the
such
same
a
time,
thing
this
that they
is the
do.
person that fucking said that what the fuck's it called? The guy that looks up dead bodies.
Corner.
The coroner didn't do the real report, and the toxologist. Who
That's
knows what they
true.
did.
So
You're
here's-
right.
They're-
The coroner
why would
didn't
why
originally
would they
sign
look-
off on it.
Why would they look for extra things?
That's
Those
true.
Are things that are extra.
That's true. So if the first
On a
case was
basic drug
bullshit,
report of blood,
yeah,
you're not gonna look
you might
up
as well just write everything off as bullshit if the coroner didn't
You're
sign off
looking
on
up
any of it.
heroin, cocaine,
Yeah.
barbiturates,
All right.
marijuana.
Let me give you
and
some more
psychedelics.
theories here that I don't know if it's true or not. Chris was not hanging from the weight machine. He was laying on the floor underneath the machine.
Yeah, that's exactly what I
Another
thought.
officer said Benoit was slumped against the weight machine. 5, there was a white cloth wrapped around Chris's neck. If he was suicidal, why would he care
Do that, yeah.
if his neck was bruised?
Yeah.
Oh,
6,
that's easy. That's because if you're going to hang someone from a weight machine like that, which does beg the question, if he
you
was
put
hung
it
by a weight
around
machine,
them.
you put this is the
put
basic
the
shit.
cloth around him,
Yeah,
yeah.
you put the cloth around to stop the head from slowly severing off.
Yeah, that
That
way it
someone
doesn't
wanted
rip
him
it
to be
off.
found being hung. Someone was trying to send a message. So if he was found hung, I do believe that.
Like
if
the cloth will protect the neck.
yeah, the
from
cloth will
ripping.
protect the neck from all that shit, but it'll still take their life.
The medical examiner says Chris Benoit died on Saturday. The text message sent on Sunday.
See? Yeah, there you
Chris was already dead.
Yeah.
So who sent the text messages if no one talked to Chris on
go.
Sunday?
No, dude, you just
Dear-
basically- you just
What I'm telling you is shit that was Reddit. This
I
could
know,
be
but
made
you
up.
just gave DK everything he just said. He just said all
And
that.
before I said this is exactly what I told you what was going to happen. This is exactly what I said was going what his theory came
Dear
from.
Chavo.
He said it recently came out. I
love
said it
you.
came out 6 years ago.
Well, he said.
Let me get.
no,
let me
then
finish.
I-
Well, let me
it was
finish.
recent.
Hold
The
on,
steroid.
hold on,
Hold on. Okay. What I'm gonna. The steroids was found in Chris's house, was not of his body. The steroids found in Chris's house were not in his body. If Chris had murdered his family when he did text people, Think about it. Everybody was dead. Nobody would hear him talking. So why text? Calling would have been easier. I believe the killer texts Chris Benoit's address to get somebody to come to the house to find the bodies. So exactly what you said earlier. Chris' body was badly decomposed, about the same as Nancy's. This shows he died sooner than Sunday. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff, but none of it actually has any references. So this is just strictly from Reddit.
Okay, so I'm gonna apologize. I thought that stuff was brand new, but
Well, you
obviously
said
it's
that- you
just
said that-
it's just an information that I had not seen yet.
What you said was 6
God
days. The
damn it.
toxologist was on record on video saying what he said, but at the time they had already said it as well.
Well, okay, so
In a way,
didn't they
but not
send
really.
you? Didn't you have? Were you privy to any of these things, like the coroner's report? Didn't they send you all those things?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe we should put up a link to those things.
That wasn't the
for
initial
people who are throwing their own
report,
Reddit conspiracy theories out there to read. Maybe the
repeat the
maybe read the
initial-
original report, and then we can compare it to the coroner who said he didn't sign it.
Maybe we can get a hold of one of the police and have them on the show.
Maybe.
You
Been too
could.
long.
Especially if it's
That's
like a retired
possible,
one.
but I doubt it. But maybe.
Yeah, try.
Well, what do you think, Bucks? Would you want them maybe on the bizarre?
If you can do it, that'd be great.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
that's
I'll-
awesome.
I'll-
That's
I'll try and
ratings.
make
Are
some
you
calls.
kidding?
They say no. Keep trying.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Maybe we can get the weight machine on. So
Do you remember when they did that shitty WrestleMania and it was Edge versus Randy Orton and they basically did the weight machine thing?
Yep.
And we were all thinking,
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were all thinking Benoit.
Yep.
And then everyone's like,
I'm thinking that now, and I didn't watch then. That sounds
I
horrible.
think someone that I had
What
seen.
did they do with the weight machine?
One of them choked the other
Yeah.
with the cord.
Wow.
And it's like, do you guys not realize that this is basically the Benoit murder?
Damn.
nope.
And then of course it was all over the internet. That's like WWE in bad taste for the
Literally tells you what they did.
yeah.
Yeah, soft disclosure.
So basically,
Probably fucking Edge. He's the one who had access to the backyard, the dogs. He knew the address.
Where did he live again?
Fayetteville in Georgia.
But here's my theory: Benoit opened the door, received a spear from Edge.
Nah. You get some wrestlers from Mexico or Louisiana or somewhere else, like
Midgets.
to where they can fuck off.
All midgets.
Because you don't
Yeah.
want somebody that's still going to be inland.
No, you're
You
right.
want somebody that's gonna
Luchador midgets is what you want.
No, you know what I think it actually. Okay, this is just my personal theory.
Yeah, let's go for
It's
it.
more than likely wrong,
Yeah,
but
still.
I think that Nancy was seeing somebody because she was basically a stay-at-home mom now,
Yeah.
and that this person.
To a disabled kid, which fucking
Yeah.
fucks everything up and makes it even
Well,
twisted.
allegedly, they were never. That was
I don't
never
know if he was
proven.
retarded or not.
No,
Her
apparently
kid was
he
obviously autistic.
Yeah,
he
they
was
said he was
fucked up.
autistic, but like that was never proven.
Well, yeah, because he probably never did tests back then. But like from what I heard from like his friends and everything, they're like, yeah, he was troubled. He was like he was
He wasn't
a kid-
autistic. He was just
a
an
kid that
asshole.
needed attention, right? I mean, he was a kid that needed attention, right?
I
He
think
needed 24-hour
Nancy.
care type shit.
I think Nancy was seeing somebody that was unstable.
Vince.
This was somebody that actually Benoit probably actually had met once or twice,
Or
which is
wrestled with or something. Yeah.
I don't think it was a wrestler.
No, but no?
It's too obvious. You've got a guy that's known for the crippler crossface, and he's gonna asphyxiate his wife and child in a way.
with said move.
Yeah, with a submission hold.
It's very
That's
it's
what
very
they say, but
cartoony.
you
It
could've
is.
Did that with anything, dude.
No, but it is very cartoony that they would be found like that.
Yeah, you can
and
strangle
then
them with rope, or a towel. Like people forget, like if you strangle someone with a towel, you really leave.
But
not
Benoit
so
was
much
also
marks.
not very known for being a Bible thumper to the other wrestlers. He was everyone knew him to be strict about working out, regimens, diet, being professional,
Very quiet.
very quiet.
what, like 41,
no one
42,
ever
right?
called. I'll tell you this.
Yeah, he was healthy as fuck.
I've
He
never
was like a
heard
30-year-old.
one rumor ever about Benoit being a preacher. No one ever called him that. No one ever accused him
Where
of
did
it.
that come up?
Because in the end, his wife and son were found with Bibles underneath them
Yeah.
with specific quotes from Bibles.
Yeah.
Almost like telling people this is where they fucked up, this is their
this is
sin,
how-
this is why they died. It's almost like that.
I
It's
heard
almost-
one weird story about Benoit from Matt Hardy.
version 1, right?
Yeah,
Right.
this is like 10 years
Before it
ago.
went crazy.
Matt Hardy was telling a story about how one time he was on the road with Ken Kennedy and Benoit.
Kennedy.
Yeah, and Benoit. and they were looking for a place to a hotel or motel to sleep at because they were on the road. It was like
Motel.
It was like midnight, and they couldn't find anything.
Motel for sure.
Yeah.
That fucking help in there.
Yeah, and Matt is driving, and Kennedy is like the rookie, so he's kind of like all nervous and stuff, and he can hear that like Matt goes like, we got to find a hotel. You're gonna sleep with Benoit, and he goes, I hear Benoit in the back laughing. They find a little shitty motel. I don't know where this is at, by the way, but so they've got 2 rooms, and both of them only have 1 bed. So what basically meant was they were going to bring a cot in for whoever, which is going to be Kennedy.
Yeah.
And
Kennedy.
And then Hardy says that like, hey Chris, do you ever have trouble sleeping? Sometimes. What do you do to get yourself tired? He goes, and Benoit was so serious, and he looks at me. Sometimes I watch TV. Sometimes I listen to music. Sometimes I fucking squat.
Fucking squat. Like, that was the real one he does, a squat. Yeah. He squats like a motherfucker.
And then Kennedy took Matt aside. Can I sleep with you, please?
So
no shit.
So they did another documentary called the Chris Benoit Files, and I guess it came out back in 2018. So they're saying that they looked at all the conspiracy theories that was on Reddit. It was all bullshit. There's no reliable sources that Eddie or that Chavo even said there was a scuffle.
That's the thing with Reddit is I'm asking, where do people get, like, drop links?
It's all bullshit.
Because at least DK has actual proof and emails.
Well, we had that before, but we said the real case, the new shit is fake. It's all fake.
I'm gonna call Fayette tomorrow and be like, hey, I'd like to speak to one of the police or detective or somebody that
Wait, you said 2008? That's what, 12 years ago? That's a long ass time.
Yeah, because I would say, guys, bottom line is we actually got the police records that had a disc that showed pictures with dummies in place of the bodies. They had a police report. They had the voicemails, and that's the story you hear that was on for years. This fake bullshit conspiracy theory that Reddit. It's the same people that make up a lot of the other shit too. There's no reliable sources. So
It's Reddit.
when you guys say this shit, that's why I say prove it. You know what I mean?
I just look at it like this.
It's not real.
It makes for compelling talk, is what I would say.
Yeah, it does. But like I said, that's kind of where I prove where you got it from, which was 6 years ago.
But you know what it also does? It takes away, in my opinion, just from a lot of the hate that we've received in the comment section. You know what a lot of these conspiracies do? They take away the blame from Benoit. They take it away from him.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
It is. But a lot of you nerds out there want to shit on us and tell us to show respect to a man who murdered his family, yet you can't show proof that he didn't murder his fucking family. And you want to go and propagate these fucking conspiracy theories that maybe it wasn't him, maybe it was someone else, but where is the validity to it? Bring something valid to the table that we can say, hey, maybe you're right. But as you can see, we've been trying tonight. We discussed it. We've looked up shit. There's documentaries from 2018 that tell you guys you're full of shit. Yeah. Maybe just bring up some kind of version of truth that isn't based in conspiracy.
Yeah, it's tough to. It's a hard pill to swallow that this man obviously killed his whole fucking family. I mean, he was loved. He was a great fucking wrestler. He would have made it to the Hall of Fame, no fucking doubt. But at the end of the day, he did do this shit. Okay, it's real shit. He did this shit.
Let me. I have a question for each of you. Okay, so conspiracy theory that you think is real. I'll go first. Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing all that. So you can do that.
Sticking to Benoit, brother.
We're sticking to Benoit.
All right.
So, I mean, like I said, in conclusion, guys, do your fucking research. I mean, do your own research realistically. I mean, we did our research, and it was straight from the fucking horse's mouth.
From the police who were there.
From the police that were there that took photos.
Not the Reddit guys.
And we have to prove it to you. We're the only people that have those voicemails and that evidence.
We've played
anywhere.
Them. We played
anywhere.
them. Yeah.
I prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. Because the thing is, we have the evidence. You can't. I've not found that evidence anywhere else.
Everybody's
DK was the only one to ever find that evidence.
You know what's fucking sick and dark is the funniest conspiracy theory that Vince did it is the one that has more validity than all the other ones that people try to put shit on.
They're saying mostly Kevin Sullivan did it. That's what they're trying to say.
I get it, but there's such bullshit. They have nothing on that.
That's stupid.
Vince would have more of a reason.
It's the dumbest shit.
Well, no, I mean Sullivan hated Benoit. He stole his wife.
Stole?
Well,
sounds like his wife willingly went.
Well, you know what I mean.
This ain't caveman days. He didn't hit her in the head with a rock.
You know what I fucking mean, asshole.
Sullivan's dick was so small.
Yeah.
Hey, Sullivan, you hear me? You coming for me, Sullivan? Listen, your dick is so small.
Is he still alive, DK?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's the point? So I doubt Sullivan did it.
He talked shit to Jesse Hernandez once. I saw it. It's hilarious.
Grapple fight.
No. It was like
Grapple fight.
Red Wrestler Union. And go, oh, Mr. Sullivan, sir. Hi, my name is DK Murphy. And Jesse starts walking behind me, and I go, I'm a student of Jesse Hernandez. And he goes, he's going to be in the Battle Royal tonight. And he goes, is he going to be fucking cleaning the ring?
That's fucking gold. How do you not love that guy right away?
There's so many egos in pro wrestling.
there
It's
is,
so fucking
That's actually
drama.
why I left it. It wasn't because it's
So much
it's so
bullshit.
much drama.
Drama.
And I just love the theatrics of wrestling personally. That's why I'm like, dude, I can't get into that anymore. Stupid. Well, I mean, what's the best that's going to happen to me? I get murdered and someone blames it on someone else. Someone puts a Bible under my face.
Yeah.
This just in, local man and his entire family were murdered.
Dick Power, man. He was known for quoting that Bible. Stupid. Benoit was known for anything but.
What an idiot.
Well, no, he kind of was known for that because Eddie Guerrero was trying to turn him into a Christian. So, and Benoit really...
So, really, Eddie was more of a Christian than Benoit?
Yes, and he was trying to make, kind of convert... I'm sorry, yeah. He wanted to convert Benoit.
So, Benoit wasn't really a big Bible thumper?
No.
It begs the question again, why would he throw Bibles underneath his own body?
Why would you have two Bibles in your house? Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not. We can't say yes. We can't say no. We can't say he did it.
He wanted the weight machine to go to heaven with him.
Yes, he did. Exactly. That's why he did the last
one of our people that listened to that.
He's like, before I kill myself, I'm gonna juice one more time. I'm gonna get one last fucking rep in. Fuck you, Nancy, and fuck you, my autistic son, Daniel. Right, or is it Dave?
It's Daniel.
It's Daniel.
Did I tell you that thing when I was
Daniel's son?
When I was Daniel
I kill
Murphy?
you now.
When I was Daniel Murphy?
No, what, you were Daniel Murphy?
Yeah, I was fanboy Daniel Murphy, and
I remember that. Yeah, it was the worst.
He had just
recently, that was the worst gimmick ever.
He had just died, or they all died, and we were doing this fundraiser show, and I said to the guy Omar, I go, Omar, put me in the crossface, and then scream, tap, Daniel, tap.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Good.
Here's the craziest part, though. I'll tell you, is that Chris Benoit's other son that looks exactly like him still praises his dad till today.
Yeah.
Which is fucking insane. Because that's like Brandon basically praising me for killing Madison and Michelle.
So do you think that it's possible?
And myself.
Maybe we should try to get him on because I haven't heard him. Has he ever cleared the air with any of that?
A little,
that was fucking awesome.
He was on Dark Side of the Ring.
Okay, that's different. That's all publicity and PR. I'm talking about, has he been on unedited? Has anybody had him on a program where he's unedited and he just gets to shoot?
I haven't done the research.
I don't think so.
It would be nice because...
But that's where I hear that.
I haven't heard anybody sing Benoit's praises, especially us.
His son looks exactly like him.
He
And
does.
he says, he's like, yeah, no, my dad was awesome, this and that. Does your dad belong in the Hall of Fame? He's like, yeah, absolutely. And he still praises him till today. Like he's the best. He killed his fucking brother.
I would love...
And his mom.
And I would love to hear why he still praises
Or his stepmom. Would it be his real mom or was
No,
his
his stepmom?
It was his stepmom. Yeah, that's probably why.
It's so strange. This is a world that we live in, guys. It's strange.
It is, but a lot of fans...
Bizarre.
A lot of fans...
And unexplained.
Dun, dun, dun.
But guys, no, I do... we do have some episodes coming up. Bizarre and unexplained, and it will be awesome, guys. I promise.
Aside from the two ghost houses, do you have any other ideas?
Yeah, so podcastguest.com. Go you'll actually see my conversation with I forget his name, but anyways, he had given us access to be in the newsletter, so we're gonna get a bunch of ghost stories and people that want to be on the show that have backgrounds in the paranormal,
Good.
and shit like that. So look forward to that.
It used to be we could go to Pig Boy's house and maybe see some stuff, but now it's pretty much gone.
There's also a house up the mountain that we do have a person who we did an investigation with on her house before. She did invite us to go up there at any time, and now that Bucks' mom lives like I don't know a mile away from.
Hey, take it easy, man.
A mile away from her. And she's down. She said like a year ago that she's cool. We can go over there, do an investigation on her home. But that's dark. We've talked about it before. But her mom killed herself in the home.
Yikes!
After about 2 weeks, or was it 2 months? One of those.
how are you
Right
guys?
after we did an
How are you
investigation
guys
there.
with the whole thing?
It was like a month. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like soon.
I know you don't like fucking with satanic shit and devil shit. I know you don't like getting too deep when it gets like.
It's not so much that, dude. I got to clarify that. I don't like dabbling. I don't like fucking around with people who don't know what they're doing and they're just dabbling.
Yeah, but do you think
It's
we're
like-
like that?
Who?
We are. Like we're
No,
not.
we're not. But I'm
Exactly.
saying if we're fucking with certain people, I don't know these people. I trust them as far as I can throw them. I don't know them. How do I know they're not going to open a fucking portal to like Satan's fucking shitter room? And the next thing you know, we get like a bunch of fucking demons in Bucks' bathroom shitting all the time.
True, but I mean, at least I know. That's why I want you there, though. I want you there because I know you're going to be the type of person that's going to be fucking.
I would repel them more than anything. Yeah,
Of the Ghostbuster, you're going to be fucking.
Likewise.
What was
Egon.
his name?
Ray.
Ray.
Yeah. No, not Ray. Ray was a black dude. And you're going to be.
No, that's Winston.
That's Winston.
Oh shit. Then yeah, I guess you would be Ray, but you'll be the Ray in the sense of like, okay, well, you guys are talking and bullshitting. I'm gonna be walking around the room listening to what everybody
You're
else
Bill
is
Murray.
saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm Bill Murray.
Richard's
not
definitely
Bill Murray.
Ray.
I'm
Here,
talking about
Ray.
the
I guess I get to be Egon.
The dude with the that's what I was talking about. Egon, yeah. the
Oh,
one with
Egon,
glasses.
yeah, that's for sure.
Egon was the one that was literally walking around the room hearing everybody else's shit.
That was
well,
funny.
Bill Murray
Yeah, right.
was the one that was interacting with them, like, hey, tell me everything. Okay, cool. He was the distractor.
No study.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
but that's what I
studying.
mean. Like, I didn't know that Bucks was like. I thought Bucks was more open to it. Like,
Oh, he is. I think he is.
well, with the whole Ouija board thing, that was kind of weird.
I'm with him on that. You don't want to invite evil.
Yeah.
That's
No,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I
You
get
got a
that.
different than me.
So you're down. Like
fine
you
with
think
that.
you're protected against it?
No, it's not that I'm protecting against it. I know how to open and close. I know the
Yeah,
rules.
but I'd
of
rather
it.
just keep it closed.
I know the
than
rules of the
try
Ouija
and
board
open it.
also, but
True, I'll give you that. No, I understand where DK's talking about because DK is basically saying like, hey, like I don't want to fuck with it in general. I get that. I know that. But
I've witnessed
and then I
some-
grew up around that shit. And I grew up with people that were into that.
But I've witnessed
and
some-
I didn't like it then, but
Personally,
it got
dude,
me to open up to the point of like, okay,
I have witnessed some
if you're gonna
creepy
do
shit
fucked
with
up
Ouija
shit,
boards.
At least know the rules. There are rules to these things, and there are guidelines. Like,
If you don't close,
Well, guys, if we do get the Ouija, he's the top expert in Ouija boards in the world. If he ever fucking, he says he would be on this show.
Let's
He
do
always stands me up on the email.
because he's
So,
afraid
dude,
of us. He's afraid of our
if
questions.
you'll fucking, you know
he's
what,
probably not gonna go with
man
us.
up, dude, get on the show.
he's not gonna go.
All right,
Yeah, dude,
I ain't gonna mention your
we
name.
need
I don't
an
know your
expert
name.
in Ouija boards. We really
He is
do.
the top expert, supposedly. He was on Ghost Adventures,
worst case
whatever.
was
But the
your
thing
mom
is, like,
told
dude, motherfucker, step up. If you say you're going to do something, do it, okay? That's it for me. Look forward to the Bizarre and Unexplained coming up. And then, guys, we have a bunch of other podcasts on the network. Listen to us. Go to thecrewNetwork.net. All right? Have a great day. Bye-bye.